Hello everyone, and I'm here to give you my spoilers of 10 Cloverfield Lane. And essentially, well, all the big spoiler-esque stuff is in this video. If you don't want to see this video, well then check out my review of, or if you haven't seen the movie yet, see it, because I want you to see it, because I thought it was great. Now, let's get this starting with what to start with is like the big spoiler is that what's is kind of unraveled is that in essence as a whole, when you think about the movie as a whole, it is no when you think about it as a whole, but it is revealed that John Goodman he was the person who actually hit Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the car where she was driving towards when she was just driving out in the forest, and essentially he tells her that was him, even though she actually finds that out for herself because she sees his car with the blood with the blood and the scrapes on his car, which makes her realize it's like it was him with my car and almost trying to hurt me, even though he admits he wasn't trying to hurt her, he was just in a state of panic. But nonetheless, that's the first big spoiler of the movie. I'll tell you in a second. Is like, of course, or if she didn't survive the car crash, she would have died, and the movie wouldn't have existed. Of course not. And another big spoiler is that they try to murder Mary Elizabeth Winstead and the other guy, not John Goodman, but John Rutherford Jr. They're both trying to escape. They're both trying to be like, okay, we can take his gun away, which, by the way, he carries one in his side, John Goodman. And they say, oh, well, they're trying to create a quarantine biohazard type of mask, so they can, one of them will be outside trying to get help while the other one stays inside and holds John Goodman hostage in his own home, which is weird, but that's how the film goes along. And I thought that was really interesting. What else? So essentially, yeah, there's something I'm trying to contemplate to do, and eventually, John Goodman's character catches up with what they're doing, and he finds the supplies of like scissors and knitting material and all that type of stuff, and he brings up this big biohazard barrel thing full of nitrous oxide or something like that, or I forgot what it's called, but he essentially tells them, he finds their stuff, he's like, okay, if you don't tell me what's going on, I'm gonna toss this shit in there. And he of course does, and he's like, and he says, well, essentially the material, I forgot what it's called, if anyone can paraphrase me on that, I'll be very, very grateful. Please. I can't remember. But essentially, it's the liquefying type of stuff. I don't know, I never really was great in chemistry. That can eat through anything. He said, and he drops the stuff in, and, they're planning to hold him hostage with his gun, of course. So, not Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but John Gallagher Jr. Gives a part of the plan away to him. He's like, yes. It's like, I'll tell you. And he's like, alright, what? And he's like, I just wanted to see your gun. I just want to hold your gun. And he's like, oh, alright. Blows him away. And I'm like, holy shit. And you hear about that noise because it's like they're in a contained space. So therefore the sound of the gun going off will be very loud and be like, it's like, oh god, it feels like that really weird noise when you hear a firearm in real life, and it has a great feeling there. And I think that's a really shocking, traumatic moment that I think is really shown in such it's not gratuitous, but it's shown in a less violent way where you don't see much. And at a point when Mary Elizabeth Winstead is trying to escape, and she essentially trips, she knocks that thing full of poison inside over onto John Goodman, and you're just like, oh my god, they're gonna kill him. And the place kind of catches fire, and she's trying to escape. She has a suit, and she has his keys. She's trying to escape, and like his face is kind of like half burnt. It's not like half, but it's like you can see half, and there's like a portion of his face is burnt. It's kind of like Two-Face in The Dark Knight. And like when she's trying to escape that, she goes into the washroom, sees the thing again, but she sees portions, like she sees his arm and part of his head, like bristling in that. I'm like, oh, that is terrifying. I think, like I said in my original review, the whole factor of less is more is shown very, very, very well within it, especially with the suspense and the thrill and the unpredictable nature that goes throughout the film. And then you're left completely speechless by the end. I think it was really well done. And I don't think they told us, but it's like the place was kind of like rigged to explode because of smoke and the fire, and that there's a heat furnace, and there's like some nitrous oxide or something like that in the air. And like the point, she realizes there's a hatch when they have to reiterate like the oxygen level within their vicinity, like underground. It's like that goes awry, and like tells Mary Elizabeth Weinstein is like, go ahead and fix that. You're the one who can fit through the, I forgot what it's called, almost like the tin area, like you would see, like the air vents, the accidents. And like he's like, when that happens, she gets to see, like, she gets to fix it, but she realizes, oh, there's another hatch we can get out to escape. We can escape through there without him realizing, without John Goodman realizing. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And she sees the letter's help scratched with like fingernail, or like I think it was like a piece of a earring that was scratched into there. I'm like, oh my god, that's chilling. That's really chilling. And I thought that was such a good thing that how he aligned with like what was his daughter, who was his daughter, like they hinted whose daughter was, and John Goodman's past. I thought that was really interesting how they tied that into it. Like he was a part of a marine, like he was a marine. He's good at satellite. He's good with dealing with satellites. I think that was really, really well done. And the point when she does essentially escape, she gets out and she's like, holy shit, oh my god, I'm out. She's like, but there's that feeling that is like, oh my god, can he get out? And there's a feeling, and they see the main entrance in and out. He's like, no one gets in or out. They clearly do say that, but because like the chemicals in the air were mixed together. Like one end of it, the area where she escapes out of, that part blows up, and then you can see the other end of it, the in and out part where they can get in and out of the bunker underneath the ground. Both ends of it, like one part of it explodes. The part where Elizabeth runs in the escape suit, that part explodes first, and then you see the other end is like up, and you're like, okay, there's no coming back from that. He's dead. John Goodman is dead at this point. It's the second casualty, and it's the last casualty, I reckon. And then she's like there's more of like almost exhaust, but also almost like a moment of clarity there. She's like, oh my god. She's like, okay, can I see it now? But she thinks, like she accidentally scrapes her suit on the car, and yet she's like, oh no. She wraps it up with duct tape. She's like, oh no. She looks up and she sees crows heading north. She's like, can the air be breathable? It's breathable. The person can breathe. Can't I breathe? So she does a really risky move, and she takes off her mask. She's like, and it's like, oh, it's like after just one simple day, it is breathable, and it's like there's no clear sign of having an effect on her. And so at that point you think it's safe. It's like, okay. And she gets into one of the cars. She's like, oh shit, where's the keys? And at that point it's just getting dark, and she can see one of the big spoiler that gives you a clue of what happened in Cloverfield. it was a monster that attacked. Of course, you know it was a monster, but it wasn't a story behind it. In this, you get to see this mother spaceship or something like that comes along, because it's like there's like I forgot to tell you this. It's like of course there's a bunker that it's staying, but near there it's like there's also John Goodman's farm, or like his farmhouse. And there's also like an outhouse area. It wasn't an outhouse, but it's like an out tool area where it's like near close to the area they can get into the bunker down below the ground. I know this is a lot of information to process, but just bear with me here. And it's like, and there's like, I wouldn't say there's a garden, but it's like a field that you would see, like the type of field that you would see in the movie Interstellar. Cornfield. That is very much like a cornfield. And she sees it and it's like just getting dark, and she sees a big, like the mothership or something drop something into the ground, into the cornfield. It's like she's like, oh no, I'm gonna find the keys to something like really, really fast. And there's 2 cars, so she's like, okay, I only have 1 key. What car can it be? She takes the risk into the bigger car. That car gets caught by the creature. She gets attacked by it. And the creature kind of gets taken up into like a gravitational pull, and towards the mothership, and she essentially creates. And there's a glass, you know. The movie does have a lot of moments where it's like, oh, ain't that a coincidence? Ain't that a coincidence? Where she finds like a colic beverage in the car. She finds there's a lighter and there's a magazine, and from that she creates a Molotov cocktail, and she can't light it. She's hanging from the car, being beamed up into this big thing, like, and it's like, okay, it's disgusting. She like throws it like 20 feet into the mouth or thing. I don't know what that thing is. I think it's like a mothership or creature, whatever it is, and it kills it. And like, you know, it drops her like a good 30, 50, 70 feet at least. I'm like, how the hell does she survive that? But surprisingly enough, she does survive that. She survives the fall, and she's like, and she's like, okay, this car I clearly can't take now. It's destroyed, so I'm going to take the other car. And coincidentally, that is the right car. And because she chose the wrong car first, which is a bit of a good decision, because that one is now wrecked at that point. And she's like, okay, I take this car, and she gets it, and she gets out. And she, on her way out, she's listening to the radio. It's like, shh. And like, okay, to explain something. In the movie, she explains whenever a hard, difficult anything comes to her way, she always ends up, whenever anything happens wrong to her, she ends up running away. That's the way she deals with it. And I'm like, oh, come on, that's really stupid. And but in the end, she's driving away. She's like, I can't see myself. And then you hear the radio. It's like, shh. It's like, if anyone is listening to this, please, we need your help. We're in the city. We need help. We gotta have some help. It's like, if anyone is a good, like, medical doctor or good at someone or whatever like that, please come help. And it's like a moment where she's like, she doesn't have to run away. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, no, don't. Go save yourself. But it's like, she's like, no, this is a moment where I need a calling. This is a moment where I can redeem myself. So she turns the car around and heads straight back into the almost somewhat desolated and destroyed New York City. She returns into the city, hope, to find some hope, to find people that she can help in a certain type of way where she can redeem herself for the stuff that she failed to do before. And I think that was a really smart, really clever ending, where it really fills a gap in her life. It feels like she can do a right thing. She can do something right for once, instead of just running away. And I think that was a really great. Excuse me, I'm sorry, that was a bit too loud. But essentially, I thought that was a really good choice. And the ending makes a lot of sense when you think about it. It's like a big complete circle within her life. She gets to redeem herself in a way, and I thought it was really, really well done. And of course, she kills a mothership and she kills a creature that takes her up in that thing as well. And that's all the spoilers, everyone. That's just what I think and how all the spoilers went down in this movie, essentially. And that's just my take on the heavier, more mature things of what happens in this movie. And in the end, that's just the spoilers of this movie, and that's just what I think of them, everyone. And yeah, if you want to hear more of my honest opinion on this film, you can go back and find my original review of this movie with no spoilers. Yeah, my review, in my opinion, probably still is the same. In my opinion, and yeah, in the end, go see 10 Cloverfield Lane. You may expect it to be an action movie or something like that, but it's not. It's really interesting and smart. And in the end, I respect the film immensely for the direction it takes. In the end, I think it's a really well done and really well executed movie with just an overall great feeling of it. Not great feeling, but it's a very, very... I don't know what it is. But in the end, 10 Cloverfield Lane is one of the most surprising movies of the year so far. I hope you guys get to see it too. And in the end, everyone, thank you for listening to me talking about the spoilers of 10 Cloverfield Lane. Until then, I will see you in my review of The Brothers Grimsby. Till then, which will be up Sunday, which will be up tomorrow or Monday. Till then, everyone, yeah, I'll see you till then. Thank you for watching. Stick around as always till then. Bye.